What's going on, everybody? So, I'm making this video today, or this live stream today, to go over what's the best way to repair your vehicles, whether you're a DIY person or you don't know anything about automotive repair, and how to know if you're getting scammed or ripped off. Because I think in today's market, I mean, there's so many ways that a mechanic, if you don't know mechanics yourself, um, there's so many ways that people can rip you off. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody does it, but I'm sure there's people out there that are ripping off customers and things like that. So yeah, we're gonna dive deep into different parts, the market. Thing to look out for is there's a lot of cheaply made parts out there, and putting cheaply made parts on your car can just it'll the life of the part is just it's not going to be as well as something that's well made, and especially like dealer parts, things like that. Um, so there's a few different places that I go when I'm looking for parts on a DIY, say for myself. Um, and I also ran a mobile mechanic business that I kind of used, and I use all these different places, different parts stores. So I've got Rock Auto, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, and they're all used in different situations. Usually, the O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advanced, they all fall into like this similar category of kind of you're gonna get a lot of Chinese made parts from them. Um, but you also have like Napa. The thing about Napa is they're just such a small business that it doesn't really they can't get the parts sourced as fast as these bigger businesses like O'Reilly's AutoZone and Advanced. Um, and then Rock Auto for another thing. You can get really well made parts from them. You can get really cheap parts from them. It's all dependent on what you're trying to get done. So, Rock Auto's super cheap. The one thing you do have to factor in with Rock Auto is their shipping. So they do kind of have high shipping times. There's been a couple of instances where it's taken 2 to 3 days, which is really nice. And you can use Amazon as well and Parts Geek, and there's plenty of online suppliers that they have really good prices on parts, things like that. But um, so I'd suggest if you're doing a DIY, use these parts websites at your own expense and just figure them out, figure out what's the best options for you. I mean, for the most part, I'm using O'Reilly's Auto Parts. They're really great. You can they can source parts really quick. And then I also recommend, say, using this license plate number, um, so that way you can get the exact parts that you need. We'll just put in something random here. So it'll pull up the license plate. There's your vehicle right there. Yes, select my vehicle. And then you can search for any part on there. So we'll just say radiator, and we'll compare the prices as well. So 2008 Toyota Sienna radiator. Um, got a couple different options. See, so this one's pickup not available, delivery not available. So this one's not going to be used. Um, and it's only a 1 year warranty. This one's our limited lifetime warranty, which is really good. Let's see, free pickup not available, delivery not available. Okay, so this is telling me that this is going to be our only option is the 278.99. Um, Now let's try the same thing here. We'll go to Toyota, and we'll say 2008, and it's a Sienna. Okay, it's only good thing it's only got one engine type. Um, so this is for your DIY people. If you're out there and you don't know anything about Rock Auto or any of the other online parts distributors, this is a good way to get parts. So we're going to go to cooling system, and we're going to say radiator. So they've got radiators here for 84. $84 all the way up to $214. There's that Denso radiator, 124.79. So that was not even available. This is part 221 3141. So let's see if that, there we go, 221 3141. So 124.79 if you wanted to go with the Denso. Denso makes really good parts. 237.99. So you're gonna add some shipping cost here. The only thing about radiators ordering them online is shipping usually is, I've had terrible luck with radiators because they do come punctured and things like that. But if you're willing to take the risk, I mean, you could send it back if it comes punctured and get a new one, or however you done it. I've gotten like maybe one or two radiators from online distributor like Rock Auto, and it actually came fully intact and everything was good. It pressure tested right, everything like that. Um, so like I said, for you guys trying to repair your own cars, this is definitely a good website to use. There are going to be some things that you don't want to order off here. I'd say similar to radiators because they're so fragile, they can get holes in them very easily if they're not shipped correctly, things like that. And if you're just curious on the price and things like that, usually if you go to a trusted shop, I mean, most trusted shops, they give you a pretty good value. And the thing about them buying the parts versus you buying the parts is their warranty. They don't have to warranty something that you bought a part for. They just put it on and they don't have to warranty it. So whenever you go to a shop or have anybody that offers any type of warranty repair your vehicle, um, I definitely recommend that you let them get the parts, because if here's the problem with you getting the parts for them is if you get the wrong parts, now you're costing labor time, things like that. So, and it's going to take longer for your vehicle to get um, repaired, and now you have one of their bays blocked out because they got the wrong parts from you. So I definitely recommend letting the shop get the parts if you're not the DIY type. If you just want to get your vehicle repaired, definitely let your shop get their parts. Make sure it's under warranty. Make sure you get an invoice with all the stuff broken down. I know it can get kind of expensive vehicle repairs, but you know, something as simple as a 20-cent gasket can, yeah, it only costs 20 cents for the gasket, but the thing about it is how much time did it take them to get down there? 6, 8 hours. Now you're paying. That's why you pay so much on top of the parts cost. So some people see that as a ripoff, but you just have to kind of put yourself in their shoes and see what makes sense and what doesn't. Because if they're quoting you 8 hours for a 20-cent gasket, it's probably correct, but they probably are going to add more parts onto there because there's some things when you're replacing a gasket, you got to replace other things. Um, so don't get surprised when you see those kind of bills. I mean, or like replacing a radiator. I've had radiators that take an hour. I've had other radiators take 3 hours. So it all depends on the car, and that's kind of the problem. The issue with today's market is every car is different. Um, versus back in like the 70s and 60s when most cars were all the same back then. They used similar parts, similar oil, similar uh, coolant, all that stuff was very similar. So that's how much change we have in the um, automotive market. So don't get too caught up in prices when you're going to a professional shop. If they're really a trusted shop, if they've got, you know, I'd say 4 stars or better on their Google reviews, if they've got that, then they're going to be pretty up there as far as trusted. I'd read through them and read their 1 stars and 2 star reviews, 3 star reviews, just to see kind of why did that person rate them at 1, 2, and 3 stars. But 4 stars and better, I mean, you're going to have a pretty trusted guy. I mean, somebody that's going to come in there, tell you the truth, and get you those get you the good prices and things like that. So yeah, so there's that. That's kind of the price difference though that I was showing you. With this radiator, you're probably gonna ship it. Let's select the Denso. We're gonna select Denso. So I'm just gonna calculate shipping. What's it gonna cost? Uh, $13.99. Um, there's really no purpose in getting uh 10 a.m. shipping. Get it by the end of the day. Do the job by the 17th. You'll be good. But $13.99 by UPS. So 138. It might be worth it to buy this off of here if I was doing that. I've I rarely use Advanced Auto Parts, just because I see them as like another AutoZone. So AutoZone's right down the street from my house. Napa, I use them for certain occasions. Like I said, they do provide better products, um, and they usually can get me some U.S. made stuff. So definitely go through all your different sources there. Now, um, one thing I want to talk about for the DIY side of things, and this is for all you do-it-yourselfers. Um, Tools, man, tools are a big thing. Um, with all the advancements in technology on vehicles, I suggest this brand right here, Ansel. I have a link in my description with Ansel products. Um, but basically, Ansel's making all sorts of tools, and they're making bidirectional scanners. That's really nice with full key programming and things like that. This is these are really nice scanners. So I've had this scanner. I no longer have it. I gave it to a friend, but I've had that scanner. There's a few different scanners out there, but the X6, X7, um, the heavy duty truck diagnostic. These are just things that, I mean, the prices on them are super nice compared to say like a Snap-on scanner. You're gonna drop about 10 grand on, but these are really nice for really affordable prices. I definitely tell you guys to take a look at this. Take a look at some of their products. There's a smoke detector, smoke machine for 200 bucks. It's really good prices on these things. And they have all sorts of different types of products. So definitely have a look at these Ansel products. Take a look at the description. Like I said, I've got a link in the description to these tools. Um, Definitely some well-made products for the advanced technology in the automotive department. I've gotten some really good tools off of Amazon. Now I know like some of you super heavy duty mechanics, you're gonna say, well, Snap-on or Matco or any of these tool brands, but everything's basically made the same nowadays. But I've gotten some really cool tools off of Amazon. So let's see here. So this was one of my favorite tools that I've gotten, and it came in so handy. Um, this one right here, this B-Tool fan clutch wrench kit. So basically, you attach an air hammer to it in order to remove. You guys that have done this before, in order to remove a fan clutch, it can be kind of challenging with just regular wrench. And these are really thin cut wrenches, and I believe they're hardened steel. Yeah, I believe they're hardened steel. So you attach that, attach the wrench to your fan clutch, whatever size it is, and then you attach the tool. And when you attach the tool, you put an air hammer on that end, um, right here, kind of where I'm pointing, and you just go to work that way, and it makes really light work of fan clutch removal for $50. I mean, it was really worth it for me. And then I've gotten some really good impact sockets off of Amazon. These come in handy. So this is the set I bought, was the Sunix tools, $130. It was really worthwhile. It still works really good. I haven't had hardly any wear on them. But there's a few sets that I want to put in my setup, just because I like having the versatility of all the tools in one box. I bought this when I was starting my mobile brake repair company, um, and I've had good luck with it. I've had good luck with it, but there's definitely some other things in this department that I would love to get my hands on and just have it as a tool. I collect tools, probably like most of you collect tools just as you need them. You buy them, makes it cheaper for you, it makes it easier for you, things like that. So don't be shy to order these tools off Amazon because they're really good quality, even though they're Chinese made. Um, but you can't beat the price. That's the thing. You buy a kit off of Snap-on, like one of these, you're gonna you're gonna spend upwards in the thousands of dollars, probably 2 grand for a kit like this. Um, where you could spend $130, and if you end up breaking it, I've used mine a ton of times and haven't broken one socket yet. Um, so definitely worth the money, $130. Let's see, what else can we go over? Oh, I know one thing. Let's see. So a radiator pressure testing kit makes your life so much easier if you're do DIY, and finding coolant leaks. So I bought this kit for $90. This thing is so great, so versatile. Comes with pretty much everything you need for most vehicles. And there's other ways to. There's that little cone, the cone shape where my mouse is, that you can pretty much test any radiator with that. Um, but this, and then you have the this is a vacuum. So you're gonna pull a vacuum on the radiator to do like a leak test on it, and if it does, pass that leak test, I usually do it for like 10 to 20 minutes. Pull a vacuum on it and then set it to hold. And if it's holding that vacuum, then usually you're pretty good to put pressure onto it. Um, and you're gonna open the valves correctly. You probably have to watch a video on it to do it. I can't really explain it on here, but you're gonna open up the vacuum while it's sealed down, and you're going to suck all the coolant, and that's going to keep you from getting any kind of bubbles in the cooling system. This saves so much time. You don't have to redo your cooling system, waste coolant by having to drain it and find leaks as you've added water already or coolant already. Um, this tool is just so amazing. This is your pressure testing pump, um, and that thing does exactly what it needs. Most radiators are pressure testing up to like 12 to 15 psi. And this is a slow pump to pressure test your radiator and help find leaks. Because if you put pressure on it, that's when you're gonna more than likely find your leaks. Um, this tool is way worth $100 or $90, whatever I spent on it. Um, and it comes in handy. And I plan on getting more than just that. I've also bought this tool here, not the OEM version, but I bought another version of it. This is a vacuum refiller. Exactly what's in this kit, but it's just a different style. Um, and I absolutely love both of them. I have about 4 different vacuum fillers, so they come in handy. Let's see, what other cool toolkits did I buy from here? Torque wrenches. Always want to have a good torque wrench on hand, and I did buy some nice torque wrenches off of here. They're doing me very well. I bought the 3/8 drive and the half-inch drive, and that's it right there. EP Auto. This is a half-inch drive for $36, and it's really a good torque wrench. Of course, they have other brands and stuff. I bought both EP Auto half-inch and 3/8 inch drive. So take your pick. They're all pretty good, and they will spec out to like say aircraft calibration. You got to get them calibrated for aircraft world. I was an aircraft mechanic for a while, and these will spec out for calibration, so that's a good thing. I know some people like this digital readout. I'm not really a fan. I like the click type torque wrench, um, but I do see this being a useful tool. Oh, there was another tool. Um, so this wheel bearing kit. I bought this exact kit for $70. Um, it works wonders as well. Let's see. No, that maybe not that exact kit. It looks like that. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, but any of these tools, these kits right here, um, this kit, they're gonna work wonders. And I've heard these work really good for like removing hubs and stuff like that. I haven't bought one yet, but I will eventually. These work wonders for like front wheel drive wheel bearings. Um, they work wonders. For any of you guys out there that are not the DIY type, but you need to go to a shop to get your car repaired or have one of your friends do it, um, you see the pricing on all these tools and stuff. You have to remember, when you're looking at the price of your repair, that's the reason why. I mean, mechanics are putting thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of dollars, into their toolkits, and they're able to readily be available to repair your vehicle, which is very expensive. So that's why you get the pricing that you get um, with most mechanics. It's because of the tools, the knowledge, all that stuff. And like I said, not every vehicle is the same anymore. So you have different vehicles out there that require different things, different special tools, um, and it's just kind of a hectic environment when you're having to go through all these different things, go through getting the different tools, go through getting different trainings on different things for different vehicles. Um, Sometimes these things can be used for multi-platform, and sometimes it's only one-time use on one vehicle. So really bring a newfound light to you on the reason why. your vehicle's costing what it costs to get repaired. Um, am I saying everything's right in the industry? No, I don't believe that everybody's 100% not overcharging, or I believe there is overcharging that's going on, but it's just if you do find a mechanic that you trust to repair your vehicle, that's going to be the big thing. Is um, you know they're going to come up with different prices and different things and how many hours it takes them, and that's the reason why they buy tools. They invest a lot of money into being a mechanic and a lot of time, and you can't get all that back. So that's the reason why um, prices are the way they are. Definitely a good mechanic is going to be a good price to get um, to repair your vehicle. So you do want the best mechanic possible, because this can be dangerous if you say have a guy that doesn't know how to put a wheel bearing on, and he does it wrong. Um, your whole wheel can fall off because of it. So definitely have a good qualified mechanic to do your do your repairs. But I think that we're gonna end the video here, and we're gonna end the live stream here. So hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.